Everyone, it's Ben back again, and my oh my was that a fun game to watch. If you're wondering why the video quality is probably a whole lot better than it has been, it's because I got a Nikon D3300 for a class that I have this coming semester, which was a bit more than I would have wanted to spend on a single class, but I digress. But boy oh boy was that one heck of a Habs Leafs game last night. It is so nice that they're both good at the same time again, because now there can actually be the rivalry again. But anyway, getting into the game, early on I was like, okay, I gotta go grab a drink and some snacks, and then oh my god, Max Pacioretty scored already. About 30 seconds into the first period, Max Pacioretty scores, put the Habs up 1-0. A couple minutes later, Arturi Lehkonen comes in, makes it 2-0 for the Habs, and before 4 minutes are up, the Habs are up 2-0, and I'm like, wow, this could not have started better against such an offensively gifted team that is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then the Habs start to get into penalty trouble, and it doesn't go so well in the penalty kill because of one Mitch Marner, who's just absolutely dirty passes, like just setting up goals all day on the power play. Gets some beauty goals for the Leafs, and you know, Marner, you better stop it with that, or else I'm going to have to start changing to porn when my mom walks in, because those passes were dirty. Then after that, looks like we're going to go out of the first tied 2-2, but no, Nikita Sherbak in his first NHL game gets another nice goal. Some pretty goals at the beginning of this game. But he gets a great goal for his first goal in the NHL. Puts the Habs up 3-2 with 1 second left in the first. We go into the second, and early on, all Radulov on a play to create his goal on the power play. From in front of the net, he taps it in to put the Habs up 4-2. And then not too long after, James Van Riemsdyk, again with a pass from Mitch Marner, cuts the lead to 1 for the Habs with a beauty pass from Marner again. But in the middle of all this in the second period, this one kind of double fight gets started when Matt Martin absolutely just trucks Jeff Petrie when the puck is absolutely nowhere near him, which somehow didn't get a call. That brings in Bobby Farnham and McCarron into the fray. Farnham gets kind of cross-checked by Martin, and then McCarron ends up coming in and taking over for him, and I'm just kind of like, oh, McCarron. Matt Martin might not be the best idea, but he holds his own against Matt Martin, and then it was great at the end. They both just kind of tapped each other's helmets, and it was kind of a nice way to see the fight, and it reminded me of that one scene from Goon where Doug Glatt and George Larac just kind of say, yeah, good fight, bro, at the end, and it was just great to watch. And then Farnham gave up a lot of weight and a lot of height to fight Freddie Gauthier there, and it didn't help that he was already missing his helmet when the fight started. So he kind of got the worst of that fight. But I didn't know this, but I just read in the stats in the penalty summary at the end of the game, they both got game misconducts for that, which I didn't notice in the game, which I guess says a lot for Bobby Farnham. Anyway, it was just kind of a crazy play, and then not too long after that play, Zach Hyman comes barreling in on Price, and it looks like he just trucks him. And originally I'm just like, oh no, my carry! And then Shea Weber thinks the same thing and goes right after Hyman. But if you look at it after the fact, Alexei Yemelin probably shouldn't be hitting him when he's that close to Price and going that quick. Yeah, but in Weber's defense, you probably aren't going to pick up on all of that in game. Like it's easy to say that, oh yeah, he clearly hit him when we have 15 different camera angles and views on the play. But I feel like all Weber saw was Hyman going flying into Price, and then after that, all he saw was red in his eyes. And then that also led to him taking a stupid penalty at the end of the second, where he just ended up going after him again once the horn sounded. And Zach Hyman somehow got a penalty for that as well. I don't know how, but anyway. But we go into the third, Habs only up by 1, and on a weird play, Michael McCarron, or I also like to call him sometimes Marshall Erickson, because he looks exactly like Jason Segel in my eyes. I don't know, not quite, but he looks pretty similar. Gets just this weird bank shot goal on Freddie Anderson, and it's probably one Anderson would love to have back. It was not exactly the prettiest shot in the world. That puts the Habs at 5-3, and that'll be the final score for the game. My whole thoughts on the game were just God, was that a fun game to watch. Holy crap, it is so good that they're both teams are actually good at the same time again. because now, oh my God, can we please have a playoff series? Pretty please. That would be so much fun. But anyway, next game is against the Capitals on Monday, and their Habs are riding pretty high considering the injuries they've had, and they're still getting points in games. They had a great road trip considering, and looking like we might get Markov and Chucky back for a game against the Capitals, so that would be great if we could. But anyway, see you guys next time.